But what do you feel about what he's saying?
I mean, first of all, yeah, I think as coming from the community who's getting a lot of backlash as to why it's happening, a lot of Latino men voted in great numbers for Trump. So there's also this sort of on the internet, maybe I'm finding too much online of this people just not caring that it's happening to Latinos because they're like, well, they voted for this.
Yeah.
This is
That's why I think it's all fraud.
yeah, I think it's all fraud. And also, I try to, as much as I can, educate my community on how much Russia and I actually infiltrated these spaces. There's a great book by Paola Ramos called Defectors, which breaks down as much as Meta, Twitter, and TikTok were trying to, in a way, debunk misinformation in English. It was rampant in Spanish. They spend absolutely no money in Spanish, and Russian agents or whatever were paying Latino influencers to spread positive messages about Trump. And there were times where I walked into barbershops to talk to Dominicans who, about politics, and they were spewing Trump's word for word and had absolutely no idea on what Kamala's talking points were or how she was willing to help out businesses.
She didn't have any talking points. Come on, Che.
Okay, well, to be fair, not even like, any kind of tax breaks or anything, but they knew. It's one thing to know the facts. It's another thing just to know the misinformation. And they were
facts.
So
Hell yes.
It's not like even like they could tell some of the facts about Kamala. Fine,
right.
But they could spew the misinformation tremendously. So yes, I think a lot of this was people being fooled. A lot of this was voter suppression. So we're in a place where not the majority of the country wanted this, and it's being warped. And a lot of people are like, well, they deserve this to happen because they voted for them. I don't believe that at all. As you, same as you, but it's also very scary because I have been talking about this for 4 or 5 years now. I've been saying that the undocumented community is the canary in the coal mine. If you do not care how they
speak on, wait, real quick, just say what that euphemism is.
It's basically saying, basically they would take a canary into a coal mine to see if there was, like dangerous gases. And if the canary died, like, oh yeah, it's a dangerous spot. Like we're in, we should run. We were that, I've been saying, you saw women in detention centers and being there for years without any kind of due process, having some medical horrors, sterilized, sexually abused, all these things that were happening. Latino men also being, abused in there, being there for years, being picked up for any reason. I've been telling people that ICE is moving more towards fascism because ICE is looking into everything.